Good morning, guys, and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces. So I think I mentioned in yesterday's vlog that I was going to share with you guys today what I got everybody for Christmas so that I can wrap it all up, because sometimes like on Christmas Day I don't end up actually getting able to record everybody or like what they opened and stuff like that. So I thought I'd share with you guys everything, like I said, that I ended up getting for everybody for Christmas. I woke up at like 8 o'clock this morning, but then I ended up sort of stayed in bed for a little while. So now I am up. I'm getting the things done that I need to, and like I said, one of those things is wrapping presents. We want to get that done before tomorrow, before Christmas, our Christmas Eve, because I told you guys how we're celebrating a day early. So we've moved everything up. So Christmas Eve we're celebrating tomorrow, and Christmas Day we're celebrating on Christmas Eve, on like the actual 24th. But so, and then on Christmas Day we're not doing anything on the 25th. But that's, you know, like I was telling you guys, because of my mom's work. So honestly, by the time we probably finish opening presents on Saturday, she's probably gonna have to go and take her nap to go to bed to get to work on Saturday night. So but she's kind of excited because she was like, oh, they said we get to wear Christmas sweaters if we want to. Normally they have to wear their like uniforms, and so I guess somebody in the office like had asked their boss if they could wear like you know, like Christmas holiday sort of sweaters and stuff like that. And so my mom's excited because she's like, oh, I get to plan out my outfits, because normally she's always wearing the same thing. So although, like I said, it does, you know, we're moving things around and it's a little weird because of that. It doesn't feel weird or different. I just keep forgetting like what day it is, because I was like, oh, like Christmas is on Saturday, but I was like, no, actual Christmas is on Sunday. And then I was like, what is today's date? And for the longest time yesterday, my mom kept thinking that we were celebrating Christmas Eve today. And she was like, oh my gosh, I have to get all my presents wrapped. And I was just like, I just don't want to do it on Christmas Eve. So I'm gonna wrap my stuff now, but I thought I'd just share with you guys what I picked out for everybody for Christmas this year. So I think I showed you guys when I was picking out the dogs' toys. I've been picking out most of the stuff, and then either like I was giving it or my parents were getting it for them. But I just showed you guys this in yesterday's Meyer haul. I got these sort of for Bliss, these which are pretty expensive, like bones, but I got them for $2. And then along with the dogs like squeaky toys too. I told you guys how the puppies, absolutely, they've got squeakers in them. I think somewhere, where are they? There. And I think there's another one down here. But they love little toys that are like stuffless, I guess. It's their favorite things to carry around. They get so excited. I don't know why. They love toys that they can pull stuffing out of, and then they just like to play with like the leftover like rag toy after the fact. So although it's really weird, and these ones were cheaper probably because again they weren't filled with stuffing and stuff like that, that's what my dogs prefer. I don't know why it is. Bliss loves anything that has a squeaker, but the puppies love anything that has no fluff in it. That is like they will play with this right away and not try and tear it apart because it actually doesn't have stuffing in it. So these were each $2 as well. So I got one for each of them in Bliss's toy, or Bliss's treat. So that's what I got for the dog. All right, so this was what I ended up getting for everybody else. I think I kind of shared with you guys some of this stuff when we went to the stores and everything. But one of the things I ended up picking out for my dad, actually, which I don't think I'm gonna actually get it out of the whole thing. He's gonna have to open it up to actually see what it is, but I already opened it just to check what was in here. This is actually a like a pencil like drawing kit. My dad used to like sketch all the time, and then like I don't know, he hasn't in a long time, and he has a sketchbook up in the attic that's like insanely old. So Jack's actually getting him a new sketchbook for Christmas. So mine and his was kind of like a joint gift, I guess, but this is all like pens and like, or I'm sorry, not pens, the pencils and like erasers and like the shading tools, like all that kind of stuff. I did take like an art class, so I'm semi-familiar for drawing and like sketching and stuff like that, and I have a sketchbook. Jack is like huge into it, but when I was coming up with like, oh, what would my dad really like, Jack was like, oh, why don't you do this? Like we were kind of coming up with it together. So like I said, Jack got him a sketchbook, I got him the like pencil set, but then I also got him this as well, which is like a pen set as well for like drawing and like sketching kind of thing as well. So that's what I ended up getting for him. And this was, I think these were like $8 and this was like 12 or something close to it. I spent about $20 on everybody this year for Christmas. So, but a lot of the stuff I ended up getting was stuff like Jack and Matthew's gift especially retailed at way more money than what I ended up actually paying for it. So I think like each of their presents was actually close to like $20 or $50. I think Jack's might have been 60, but I actually got his cheaper than even Matthew's. So, and I shared that with you guys, I think, when I got it. But I got Matthew the Catan game because it was funny. He was talking about it and like on when he was home for Thanksgiving break, and so he ended up saying like how much fun of a game it was and stuff like that. And then I saw it and I was able to get it as part of the Black Friday sale at Meijer for $20, whereas I normally think it's $50, so I got it for $30 off, or somewhere close to there. So like I said, I got it for real cheap. And that was funny because just the other day he goes, oh my gosh, I forgot to put the Catan game on my Christmas list. And like this was kind of when everybody was a little bit done shopping already. And I was like, oh yeah, shoot, you forgot to put it on your Christmas list. But it was something, like I said, I knew he had said that he wanted it, and I know he didn't have it on his Christmas list, but it was something he was talking about really wanting. And then when he said that, I was like, yes, okay, I did get the perfect gift. Because he didn't have it on his list, and it was something that he wanted to put on his list, he just forgot to. So that was really awesome. And then for Jack, I ended up getting him the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I think he has all the Assassin's Creed game, and I want to say that I got him like the original ones maybe last year for Christmas, I think, for like the Xbox 360 versions or something like that. But this one is the newer one, which I was able to get at Target on Cyber Monday. I think it was $15. And these like, especially the newer games, are normally about $60 or so. So that was really awesome to get for $15. So since I didn't spend a full $20 on Jack, even though his gift was more than $20, I still did wind up actually picking this up. I got it at Five Below. It is a Spider-Man poster. You guys can see it on there because Jack loves Spider-Man. He has a Into the Spider-Verse, like a Miles Morales poster that I think he got for Christmas maybe last year, but I think that he's gonna really like this one. So that was what I also got for him, so I spent about $20 on him. And then for my mom, I ended up actually getting her, she loves Wheel of Fortune, and she loves a lot of like the game shows, so I thought this was really cool. It's a Wheel of Fortune like board game kind of thing. It actually has like the wheel and then this, which you can do. I'm not entirely sure of how exactly you wind up doing it, but it's like, you know, so that you can, you know, find out, you know, like I said, when you guess the letters and, you know, all that kind of stuff on there. It's got the little thing that's you know, the board, I guess, for playing. So that's really cool. I think she'll like that because we're always watching Wheel of Fortune. She's always doing so well at it too. So I don't even know if this would be a good game to play with us, because she always seems like she's beating us when we play with her, you know, or just guess, I guess, when we're watching TV. So I got that. That was, like I said, about $15, but I did get it on sale on Amazon. I think it's normally $25 or maybe $30 or something like that. So I got it for something like close to half off. But since again, hers was only $15, I ended up also picking these out. I showed you guys when I got these cute little socks, like the just a little printed sock. So I got her the one with the little llama on there, which is, this is so soft. And then these two, it's easy beasy little socks. And then these ones, which have a little guinea pig on it that looks just like Gigi on there. So like I said, I picked those out for her, and these were something like $150 or something like that around there for her. So I got her 3 pairs of those, and I was telling you guys too, we kind of have an inside joke about my mom's socks. So I ended up picking these out for her. And so that was everything I picked out for everyone as far as their individual gifts go. Then guys, the big gift I got for everybody that I'm doing as a family present, even though I'm not sure how much really like my mom's gonna use it, my dad probably won't use it all of too much. That's why I didn't spend a lot of money on everybody this year. And I didn't want to give it away earlier when I was talking about Christmas gifts and things like that, because I didn't want anybody to know sort of what I was picking out and getting. But first off, guys, I have to say, finding a PS5 is the most difficult thing on the planet right now. Like, no stores hardly have them in stock. So I told you guys though about our whole saga with our PS4 and when it broke, kind of like the beginning of December. So I came up with this kind of whole thing that I was going to actually get and replace it with a new PS5 instead. So this is the one that we've been looking for, the one with the God of War Ragnarok, and that has the disc drive, because really we have all of our old PS4 games that we still want to be able to play. And I told you guys this in the past too, we're more of the Xbox sort of people. We normally wind up playing that, but a lot of the PlayStation like exclusive games, we can't play those obviously on the Xbox. So there's a handful of games that especially Jack got and or asked for Christmas that and already has, like we have the Spider-Man ones, Jack has a couple of other ones as well. We have the God of War like the other ones, but I think we have those for the PS3, which we still have our old PS3 still working. Again, since our PS4 broke, we can't like I said, use that. So this is the big gift. I don't think anybody suspects that they're getting this for Christmas. Like I said, I'm doing this as a family gift, except for my dad, because actually he went with to go pick it out. My mom knows too, because she actually kind of like was making the suggestion a little bit. And so like originally my dad was kind of like, oh, well, like we'll just get it for them, like kind of like me, Matthew, Jack, and just as like a family gift kind of thing. My dad was saying that like, oh, well, I'll just, get them the PS5 or whatever. And I was like, well, I didn't spend a lot of money on everybody's Christmas gifts. And again, I got some gifts that were a little bit more expensive for everybody, but I didn't spend a lot of money on Christmas stuff. But like I said, I decided I was going to go ahead and pick this out. So I finally found one at Target this weekend. They had them in stock and they didn't actually have them out, so we had to ask, and they were like, oh yeah, we have a couple left in the back. They said they had 3 in stock at the store, but when we went there they weren't like out in the case or whatever. And so when we asked, and the guy was like, oh yeah, we have like a couple in the back. So once we checked out, then, because I was looking on the app, once we checked out and we bought it and everything like that, said they still only had 2 left in the store. So I was like, okay, we bought one of 3 that they actually had. But like I said, they had none of them out, so they had other ones in the back as well. But this, for some reason, was one of the most difficult things to find a PS5. Like I said, just in general was super hard. My mom had tried to actually order one on eBay, like a brand new one, like, to get it cheaper, but she wasn't able to. So like I said, this was my kind of big gift. However, because I got that gift card deal, the Target gift card deal, it was like, we spent $45 for a $50 gift card or whatever it was, or $40 for a $50 gift card. Whatever the deal was, I ended up getting, I think it was $45 for a $50 one. We used that towards this, but it was still like, kind of expensive. But like I said, this was the big gift. So I don't think anybody knows that they're getting it. We've kept telling Jack too, because he keeps asking. He's like, well, if we're not getting a PS5 or like a PS4, a new PS4, whatever, don't get any of the, games that I had on my list. And so he's not getting any of the games, because like I said, one of the big ones that he wanted was that one anyway. But he keeps making this thing, and so we keep telling him, like, you're not getting it, like, we didn't get one, like, we can't find it, like, it's, and obviously, again, too, up until last week, and we assumed we possibly were not going to get it because we couldn't find it anywhere, but we kept telling him, like, oh, maybe we'll look for one on eBay again, and, all this kind of stuff, and so, like, but he, like, definitely, I think, does not think that he's getting it. So I'm going to try and save this for like one of the last presents that they open, because like I said, I don't think that anybody's suspecting it. And on top of that too, Jack's not getting any of the other like actual games for it, so he's going to think that we didn't end up getting one because he's not getting any of the other games that he had on his list, like I said. But that one, since it's included with the like, I think it's pre-downloaded or whatever it is, like I said, he's gonna have absolutely no clue. He is the one that keeps talking about this probably the most, but I think that, again, Matthew has played a handful of like the Spider-Man games and stuff like that, but just not as much, because like I said, we each all have our own Xbox that we play, and so that's normally like Matthew takes that to school and stuff like that, and the PlayStation would always stay here. But like I told you guys, we ended up getting it broken, so I hope that doesn't happen with this, because like I said, it was a little expensive, but it was actually kind of a little bit of a better deal to do the bundle. And then again too, with the gift card deal that I ended up getting, kind of paid for like tax and maybe a little bit more of it. But like I said, that was kind of my big gift that I'm giving everybody this year for Christmas. So I'm going to get all this stuff wrapped up now. Like I said, that's what I'm going to work on while I have my coffee and my breakfast this morning. And on top of that too, guys, it's snowing outside right now. So this is, I told you guys how our blizzard is coming. I think my dad might be coming home a little bit earlier today because of that. But the blizzard is supposed to start today and go into tomorrow, which will be our Christmas Eve. So we should have snow and have a white Christmas on our Christmas Day, which is going to be on Saturday or the 24th. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, guys, yeah, this is the big one, and this is the one that I am trying to hide from everybody, and like I said, not letting anybody know that they're getting it. Also too, because I really like the God of War games too, so maybe I bought it in a little bit of an intention to wanting it to get it for myself. But like, the whole point is that so long as we have it, then we can play whatever games we have. And again too, since our PlayStation 4 broke, I think I only have PlayStation 3 games that I personally own, but like I said, with our PS4 breaking, we can't play any of those PS4 games now at all because we only had the one. So like I said, I really don't think that Jack suspects this at all, because we keep, every single time he says something about it, we keep being like, we can't find them, like, you know, all this kind of stuff. So like I said, I think that that's gonna be one of the big surprise gifts this year, which is pretty cool. So anyways, I'm going to, like I said, get all this stuff wrapped up now. Well guys, I got everything all wrapped. I also got 2 vlogs edited for today. I also am doing laundry. I'm washing my bedding right now. That is one thing that I need to do. So I got my old stuff switched out and I'm switching in the new stuff, and then I have like my comforter I need to wash and everything like that. So yes, I have been working on getting stuff done. I'm gonna try and get to cleaning off my chair full of clothes that are currently on my chair. I'm gonna get all that stuff put away, I'm thinking. But guys, I wanted to share with you guys our blizzard that we're getting outside right now. It's actually started this morning when I woke up. I was up at about 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, something like that. I know I went and saw because that it was snowing by about 9 o'clock because Jack was taking the dogs out. So like I said, I got up actually earlier than that, I think around 8 o'clock, but I know it's been snowing at least since 9 o'clock, sort of not on and off. It's been pretty consistent. It's just like kind of been heavier at some points in the day and then lighter, but it's really like light and it's blowing all over the place, and so yes, it looks obviously way worse, but we're supposed to get a crazy, like a flash freeze, where it's been about 30 degrees or so today. It's supposed to get down to like -8 or 9. I don't know necessarily what the low is supposed to be, but I do know that the high for tomorrow is supposed to be like -1, and then one day is supposed to be like -8. We're never supposed to get into the double digits of freezing, but it's supposed to be pretty freezing cold. So but because it's dropping so drastically, that's why they're saying it's like a flash freeze. So while earlier today I saw it was 30 degrees out, I think it's been getting colder and colder and colder. So like I said, I want to share with you guys though, before it gets too dark outside, what it looks like right now. But yes, I am making soup for dinner tonight too, so we're doing that in the slow cooker right now. And I think I'm going to also use those bread rolls that I got to go with dinner, and then also too, I think I'm going to make some, I have that Sweet Lorraine's, like the low sugar cookies. We'll see how those taste, but I just want to get the oven on and working so that it can keep the house warm because like I said, it's freezing cold. The thing my dad was like cracking up about though is that by next Friday it's supposed to be 50 degrees. So we're getting snow for Christmas, which is lovely. It's happy. It's a good, I think it's next Friday, my dad said, but like I said, it's good to have snow for Christmas, and this blizzard will be fun. Again, it's so long as, you know, everything's good and, you know, we're, you know, like we have all of our stuff, we don't have to leave, you know, anything like that. But like I said, the blizzard conditions are crazy outside. The weird thing is though, is that it's not super windy really, but we have lost, not power, but for some reason our internet's gone in and out like 2 or 3 times today. So I'm not entirely sure what that is over, but at least for me, I checked, like I was doing something, I was actually just editing, so I wasn't using online, but I was doing that, and then I saw that like the internet like cut out, and then on my phone it was also off, and then my TV too, because I was listening to Christmas music at the same time, was also off. So I was like, that's really weird. Like I know it wasn't just like one thing like got disconnected or whatever, it was like the internet went out, and then it happened again later too. So anyways, let me share with you guys though what it looks like outside. So as you guys can see out there, that is what it currently is looking like. It's not real like that, you know, like there's snow, and again, you can kind of see off the roof and stuff like that, like it's blowing around outside, but it's not coming down like real crazy. It's just kind of light, and it hasn't even completely like covered the grass outside either, so it's not like a lot of snow is coming down like in a super short period of time. But I think it's supposed to keep snowing until tomorrow, and like I said too, the freeze where we're supposed to get into the negatives is what's going to be crazy. So we will definitely still have snow for Christmas because it's not going to get hot enough where it's going to melt. So like I said, we're still at least going to have a, you know, a snowy Christmas outside, but it is starting to get real cold. The dogs are even in their sweaters right now because of how cold it is. And then we also have their little like puffer jackets that we got for them as well. So since they're little, they've like ended up scratching them all up. These are like 2 or 3 year old sweaters, but hello, yes, I love you too. Anyways, though, they got their sweaters on just to keep them warm too when they have to go outside, but Jack's also putting on their actual jackets on them when they go out as well so that they can stay extra warm. You also need little booties too, like my slippers I got on. Chitty, you need little booties to put on your feet? Oh, you're so cute, huh? Is your sweater keeping you warm? I'm just trying to get like things done, kind of like I said, kind of cleaning off my chair, you know, taking care of editing and all that kind of stuff, because I really want to try and enjoy tomorrow and, you know, Christmas. Like I said, you know, us celebrating early, but I want to enjoy those 2 days without really having to do anything. And then on top of that too, like for Christmas, knowing that I'm probably going to be getting some things, you know, I don't want to not have anywhere to put them. So if I need to, again, like there's normally so much stuff in the living room after Christmas that we're just like, okay, everybody take your stuff and go in your room with it. Like, do not leave it in here. So we will wind up moving the stuff, but again, if I don't have anywhere to put it in my room, it's gonna wind up on my bed, and then where am I supposed to sleep? So I gotta get my clothes put away. But like I said, I'm just trying to work on getting those things done too, and like laundry and again, dishes too, I'm gonna try and get to as well. I'm just trying to do sort of like a to-do list of all the little things that, like I said, I have to get to, and again, keeping the oven turned on too to try and keep the house warm, and even to having the dryer on. You'd be surprised at how warm the house is kept too. Like the laundry room, because of our side door, is normally very cold in there, but we keep like the door closed, and because there's actually no heat that's like forced into there other than just the furnace is in there, but there's no like what's it called, like vent into the laundry room, is normally actually pretty cold because we leave the door closed, and there's a side door, you know, that lets in kind of a draft as well. But when what's it called, the dryer is going in there, it actually keeps it really warm in the laundry room. So it's almost like warm enough where you want to open up the door to kind of let some of the warm air out into the house. But like I said, it's only supposed to be cold for a couple days like that, where it's like in the negatives, but this is going to be bitter cold for Christmas. But like I said, it's nice that there's snow. It's just I don't want it to be that cold. It was like 30 degrees and snowing. That's kind of different. But anyways, I'm going to work on editing a little bit more, getting my things put away. Like I said, just kind of whatever else I need to get done. I'm happy I got my Christmas wrapping done. I got to stuff, like I said, was telling you guys, I was working on eating breakfast and having my coffee and wrapping presents all at the same time. So trying to get as much done as possible the day before. Like I said, we were celebrating Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day as well, which my dad's kind of sure he's probably not going to work, but he's not completely sure. So anyways, though, like I said, I'm gonna get to getting on those things that I still have to do, and then we'll probably do Christmas movies and things like that tonight, and you know, do some other fun stuff as well. But I want to try and get, like I said, as much done earlier in the day as possible before it is you know, more like family time in the afternoon. Well guys, I'm gonna take a shower now and get to bed. I got part of another vlog edited, but I ended up making dinner, and I made those cookies and the bread to go with the soup for dinner, and we had to bring in a couple space heaters because it is just too cold, and there is not a good way to keep the house warm right now, because we're not gonna like leave the oven on all night long or, you know, anything like that. And on top of that too, we want to try and give the furnace a little bit of a break, because again, while we do have a new furnace, it was replaced 3 years ago, something like that, we still don't want it running all night. So to just give it a little bit of a rest from when before we had the furnace replaced and we had a very not efficient furnace, we would use space heaters in a pinch as well. And so again, to just, because it is currently -8 degrees and it's only supposed to get colder, and it's supposed to with the wind chill, I think it's supposed to be like -30 degrees. So that is, I think I was telling you guys too, like the snow I thought was supposed to start like later sort of today and then go into tomorrow. It didn't. I guess it actually kind of snowed earlier today, and I think that's all the snow we're supposed to get. It stopped now, but because we're supposed to get this like flash freeze, and we're supposed to get this you know, like it's supposed to be freezing cold now. Tomorrow it's supposed to be really, really windy, and it's supposed to be freezing cold, and like I said too, with the wind chill, it's supposed to create almost blizzard-like conditions, even though it's not supposed to rain or like snow, but because like visibility, I guess, is going to be kind of not very good, just because the snow that is currently on the ground and roofs and stuff like that is going to be whipped around apparently from this wind that we're supposed to be getting. Again, the weatherman can always be wrong, but you know, that is what it kind of sounds like, or at least that's what I've heard so far, as to like why that is. But today it wasn't super windy, but it was, and every once in a while it would be like visibility was not very great, but it wasn't like horrible. So I have my bed all new, what's it called, bedding I fixed on my bed. I did several loads of laundry today. I ended up getting to, I washed everything from dinner. I'm gonna unload and load up the dishwasher tomorrow, because I don't even really have enough to run a full load right now. But we are doing Boston Market tomorrow, and then we are also going to do our Christmas Eve. So we're gonna do our Christmas Eve traditions tomorrow, and then again on the 24th. I told you guys that's when we're celebrating our Christmas Day. So I'm happy to have gotten all my stuff wrapped. I'm happy to, like I was telling you guys, to get some of my things caught up with that I need to, and just you know, like, you know, staying on top of things as well, and not having to hopefully work too much and do too much extra on the holidays, because it's weird, like even still on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day I might still be productive. It's like the very days following that like I am normally completely like not very productive at all. But the weird thing is that I will say in the last couple years, probably at least 2 to 3 years, I have not been in a really good sleep schedule leading up to Christmas. So normally we wake up really early on Christmas and everything, and I am just like out, like, and then my sleep schedule is all really bad for like the next several days afterwards. And so the good news is that I'm on a good sleep schedule right now. Like I woke up again 8 o'clock or whatever it was today, so being up early, again, I'm kind of in like a good sleep schedule. In the last couple days too, I've been up early and sort of woke up early on my own as well, without, you know, being like, oh, we have to go to the grocery store, and somebody else was like, Kayla, we have to go to the grocery store, waking up because of that. Like I've actually been consistently sort of waking up almost before my alarm goes off, so that's even better. But I didn't get to cleaning off my chair today. I'm gonna probably, like I said, maybe be able to work on that tomorrow for a little bit, because like during the day everybody's probably gonna kind of be off doing their own things. It's probably going to be more like the afternoon that we kind of get together to start, like I said, with our normal like Christmas Eve traditions. I was gonna say New Year's but no, like our Christmas Eve traditions. So anyways, that is, you know, I still might have some time during the day tomorrow to still get things done that I want to, if I wanted to do more editing. And again too, I did tell everybody like I needed some help maybe from my dad. I want to clean out the refrigerator, because like trying to make food for Christmas morning is going to be a complete pain if I don't have room in the fridge to get things out easily and put things away that I need to. So like I said, I'm hoping to get some help maybe tomorrow from some people, possibly, to do a little bit of that. But I've been so cold today, guys. I put my pajama pants on about halfway through the day, because I was like, these are warm and I'm gonna stay warm in them. So like I said, we've got a couple space heaters, and you know, our furnace is still, you know, going strong. We just, like I said, wanted to give it a little bit of a break, so we have them spaced sort of sporadically throughout the house right now as well. But I think there's one in the hallway, and then I think there's one in the kitchen. But we can't even have too many on, because we will wind up blowing fuses. So that's why we just have them, like I said, kind of spaced in good like positions, where like the one in the hallway is good because it can kind of blow into both mine and my parents' bedroom and the bathroom to kind of keep those spaces warm a little bit. But anyways though, I'm gonna take a shower now and get to bed. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give the gold thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.